Yo, wow, everything good? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my audios. And this audio is about music. And I'm calling it Not Everybody Wanna Hear About I'm a Gangster and I'm a Killer when you're creating the songs. Understand? And if you want more update on music 101 and man, you must check out Taya Fire Music Mind. It's right there on YouTube, right there in the search. If it's not in the search, just go through the YouTube and you might find that. Now, I have a song named Give Me Your Love, so those words came from that. And in our culture, far as reggae, and dancehall, and hip hop, because I'm a hip hop fan. I like hip hop. I like both good and about hype and like this. I like all type of music. When it comes to hip hop, I love myself some hip hop and I love dancehall and I like reggae and I like soca and R&B. And R&B they focus on sex. And when you check R&B now, R&B mostly feeding knowledge of separation. You always hearing a female dissing a man in a record or the man talking about separation. And if you check the Motown, man was singing to woman to love, to hold, to kiss, to hug. You understand? They was doing togetherness. You understand? And few artists that triumph to the top that sing songs where I could put my digital on and or my DVD or my CD and listen to songs that I want to caress my woman. You understand? Most R&B now, man going on a woman going on a man, and they're chasing and fighting. There's no like, okay, let me be your lover, let me kiss, let me hug. You understand? That is what I also see, and I see that on the reggae market. The singers them still singing over American music. They're not really writing original one drop love songs. If they do, you don't hear it in abroad. But in the 90s, there was a time when you write a love song on the one drop, you will hear it. The singers them on the market of the reggae on one drop or dancehall, they are not getting exposure like they're supposed to. Understand? That being hold back on the market because of gay and lesbian. I'm telling you, they control the business. And there's a competition going down with that where they want to be the one who's singing because one guy can transform himself into 10 or 20 person. Understand? Now he could just create himself and just go rap and go sing and do reggae. You understand? So when you check it, I notice what most feed from dancehall is war vibe, and I also check that dancehall becoming like hip hop. You understand? You hear the beats, them, they're not really writing songs. If they hear this, they probably curse it. But I am a DJ when I was a young dude. When you drop a rhythm back then was trumping. Back then in the early 90s, when a rhythm comes out, you hear it. People want to go to party, people want to dance. Nowadays, it's they're bullcrap to me. I used to hear my older people talking about they're not really writing songs like they used to, but I am a person that writes songs. Understand? And I start to look at the music industry. I'm like, yo, you're not really writing songs that gonna last. I think if you check the levels that I am on, you will notice I am trying to write music that gonna last. I write a lot of acapella that's sing by all nation before even go on tracks because I'm focusing on writing music now the where I know it's not about being a killer or a gangster. You understand? And those music that they're creating is a part of our roots and it's a part of us because I like music that talk about weapon and defending themselves. But it's how the artists explain it. Understand? And they got some people who never support a violent songs and they will never go in a store and pick up on your vinyl, or go online and search for that. Some people will look for a vibe record and a love song record, a record that they know is gonna let them feel good. And some people do not do music marketing, like far as when I say marketing, you write a song but you don't know who you're writing it for. You think it's hot, so you're just gonna say it, but you're not checking the audience, who you're marketing to and who you're singing it to. You gotta know who you're writing to and who you're singing to. You have to do this. You understand? I explain it more on Style Fire Music Man, which copy by All Nation. If you check it, I'm the only artist ever come across that did that. But all other things you hear, all the gurus one day took it, that came from my videos them. And it was America and Jamaica did that. Those gays and lesbians did that to me. Understand? So what happened on the YouTube, do not that promote it to you. This is what advertise it to you. Hip hop took it and do some next thing. Let's check what they're saying. But I said that before you said that. Like an audio like this, I think they're gonna do one like it. This is why I mark them, say, yo, they do one like it. But remember, we on point. I was thinking about not everybody wanna hear I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. Because my mother wouldn't buy a rap song that talking about a killer at her age. But if a song is groovy, my mother would have buy it. But my mother don't listen to music like that. She's not a collector. It's a two different type of person. You got people that collect songs. Like, so for example, I noticed that some R&Bs is out there. I'm saying, let me study this artist. And I watch the market. And I will notice that you bring out this girl, you bring out that girl, you bring out a lot of girl, you do less men. I'm saying, oh, that controlled by gay and lesbians. So let me check their life. Let me see if they have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, or married. I say, okay, that is funny. That you just fronting like you with him. Okay, you doing sex with your other sex. So okay, all right, Ben, watch this. Let me see how long your record is gonna last on to the people. Understand? Let me see how long you're gonna go platinum and how long it's gonna take for you to go gold. And then I realized they trick the goals. They fraud the golds and they fraud the platinum. They make it seem like they sell platinum and they don't sell no platinum. They just keep them in the media in front of the people they ask to make it seem like they're selling records, and they ain't selling no records. Because not everybody want to hear about I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. Or nobody want to hear I'm a freak, I'm a hoe, all that. Understand? The people is your customer. And without the people, you don't have no fan. Understand? Without the radio, you can't have no exposure. You gotta respect the DJ, and the DJ gotta respect the artist, and the DJ they have to respect the business, and the business have to respect the DJs, because the DJs is the one who carry it out to the people. But and if you check the market of some, you got some people that could bring it off, because you gotta realize, you got all element. Picture it was only one government that just say you just go to jail. And there was no government say you're free him. He didn't do it. Understand? It'll be in a chaos. Every round we do, we all over be in a jail. You understand? And that so reflects on when it comes to the music. You're gonna have someone singing like Bob Marley, someone singing like R. Kelly, and then you have someone who do like gangster rap. Then you're gonna have someone do love rap. Then you got someone that gonna do no love rap. I'm talking on my side of my culture. I like rock and roll. Rock and roll don't sing about I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. You understand that? But they're feeding a violence to the people of my culture. So my culture feed on that. But what I realize, it do not make no difference if we just singing negative, because after a while the negative would fade and another generation would come and make a change. It won't make no difference if you just keep singing wrong. What would happen? You would just create energies of a lion and a wolf and a tiger, because that's just a part of the earth. This is why I say it wouldn't make no difference, because it's already there already. You just feed it onto the people. So if you feed ignorant to a young generation. The young generation will become ignorant. If you keep feeding wrong uh, music to the people that for young people, they're gonna be wrong and do wrong. If you're seeing love to them, they're gonna be in a lovey-dovey mode. I don't know if you remember when Puff was on the scene and Puff was making reggae. Yo, we was in party mode, we was, there would be less violence, bro. He was marketing love, flossy. Nobody want to do no war, no violence, man. And then I watch it switch, and I watch it come. And there was a time when you check hip hop then was on a melody. They didn't need hook, but now they got hook. But when I check it, they still need hook. They got a lot of tough rappers, but they don't got no hook to market to the people. Understand? And you got a lot of rappers that say some hot words and they don't talk about no killing, no shoot, but they don't get exposure to the people. You got some dancehall artists that don't say violence and they just write music, but they don't get exposed to the people because you're controlled by faggots and lesbians. Understand it? And if we come up with a way now to do it, then we go against it. For use me as an example, I have songs already. I said, man, what is happening right here, man? I was a poor black man, and this is how it goes. Every week I do one with the little I got, and now I say, no, it's time for cut that down. Let's watch the market. And I noticed they just comes and take it and do their version and want to collect royalties from it. The whole system that marketing violence to the people are going against something that's positive. If you study me, I might curse my 2 times, but man, that's just life, bro. You understand? And the way I write a song for it to last. But someone say nobody don't want to hear that. But you don't understand. You hear me? I'm not saying I'm a gangster. I'm not saying a killer. I'm writing music. If you check the foundation of rap, they was writing music. If you check the foundation of roots reggae, they was writing music. If you check dancehall, they was writing roots reggae before they bring the violence to it. But there was a time when dancehall was there and there was no gun speaking to the people. There was a time when rap was there and there was no violence. It was just writing songs. You check rock and roll. Rock and roll ain't marking no violence to white people. Jazz ain't marking no violence to jazz. Alternative is not doing that. Alternative is singing about love and separation. That's what they're doing. And all of them is taking my way and giving it to their people and taking highlight from it, which is the faggot and the lesbian them. Because they control it. If you check who own my rhymes and my lyrics is faggot and lesbian. You understand? If you check the government behind it, they are faggot and lesbian. And them are the one who promoting, I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. Understand? If you the public now that listen to this audio, I rise up and I try to do my thing. They're trying to control my company. So you're going against the free will of the Constitution laws and offended when you speak on it. The system not following the way of the Constitution laws in this country. They're doing something else. Especially the Jamaicans want them. They feel like they control the party and they control the marketing, they control the video shoot, they control the radio. Understand? If I come with a way to do mine, he gonna come up with a way to make his artists do it, and they control the computers. Understand? So when they control the computers and control the programs, if you're doing something that gonna override their way and shine, they're gonna shut it down and they're gonna do it. And if you have a way of positive, they're going to shut down your positive and then bring their negative to it. But not everybody want to hear about I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. Some household will never play rap in it if you're talking about violence. Some household will never play a dancehall song in there if you're talking about guns and violence. You understand that? But that falls on a black people culture. You understand? This is what you got to look, man. Understand? And if you an artist writing song, you gotta watch what you're writing, man. If you're for the streets, you'll stick to the streets. But after a while, you come to the streets, you gotta write song for people who are not like that, bro. To have a bigger fan base. You just if you catch a gangster song, right, and the gangster sound touchy, Yo, people gonna relate it to it. The streets gonna love it. Like, you know what? I could relate to that. You understand? But what about the people who don't can relate to that? You understand? Not everybody wanna hear I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. You gotta know how to write records. But the whole point of this, man, you gotta take it back to the roots, bro. You have to go check how hip hop started first, like, and listen how they used to do it first and how it was before something comes and knock it up, because they call falling land and not realizing, say, yo, one day after a while nobody want to hear that. After a while nobody don't want to no buy your music. Understand? You can't be doing things to affect what black men eat from. Just like a lot of people do not understand, there was Rocksteady in Jamaica. And Rocksteady fade away. And it was one mistake why Rocksteady fade away. The people them no more feeling it. The ones who control the energy of the sounds of the music, they took away the Rocksteady sound. Then you used to have doo-wop in America. And then something happened like what's happening to me. Somebody probably make a stand or some kind of error went down and someone took the energy from doo-wop and doo-wop fade. If you check Motown was trumping songs. What happened to those type of people? Someone took the energy from that, but the power of the writing skills still there. You understand? So if you're gonna rap, you have to know what you're rapping for, who you're rapping to, and what level you're gonna take it to. Because you might be in America and you're rapping about something, but you gotta think about Jamaica, blood. You gotta think about Africa. Think about Europe and Japan and those places. Man. You have to know the effect of what you're touching. If you're touching rap, you got an effect on all nations. And not everybody gonna know here, I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. If you are not that way, don't do that way, man. But if it fits you, go ahead. If you say it and people like you, you'll say it. It's about how you say it and how you formulate your words and who feel it. But when you reach a certain heights, you gotta know how to change your level. This is what I realize. A lot of artists they're doing mixtape and get hard and they get shine. But when they get there, it's a total different thing. When the A&R and them come at the table listening to their records, they got to go back into studio and do it over because it's a tax write-off. And saying, if you were trying to make it, man, you got to focus on music, man. Nothing. You got to eat it, breathe it, hold it, smell it, kiss it, listen for words that sound different. If your mother talk a certain way, try to listen if you could rap like it. You got to search for ways, man. How to formulate your flows, how to formulate your bars, how to catch your fan base. That's a key about everything, catching your fan base. Because now that you got the internet, it's different from we in the 90s. We didn't have no internet. We didn't have to go drop off our vinyls at record stores. We no more have to drop our records off that record store. We got social media. Instead, you got to focus. If you're focused right, you might get a fan base. But always remember, not everybody want to hear about I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. Check the songs them that market to the people. And check the songs in that market into black people. And then I want you to check the songs and market into white people and Indian people. And check what market into reggae people. Because on the reggae, we got the soca. And they market to our culture. The soca. And then we got the dancehall. And we got the reggae. You understand that they market country music to Jamaicans and few hip hop. And once in a while they come with pop music. You understand? But if the business is controlled by faggot and lesbian, it needs some straight man to control it, man. This is what the music is stifling from. The energy. And this is what I bring. I write songs, bro. You understand? I write songs, and you need to check me, blood. I write songs, I don't talk about violence. Because that's not me. But if you piss me off, I will get at you. But I'm not going to do that. Because that's mess up my marketing. You got to check what kind of feel you like, Because if you're going to do music, don't think about music that when you're going to fade when you do it. Think about music that's not going to fade. Think about the grandmother and the grandpa. The college one, the dropout one, the hustler, the gangsters. You understand? Think about marketing, man. How to market it yourself just by using your words and the beats, man. I learn how to choose beats and work on a proper production, bro. Work on the proper production. If you listen to me, you'll notice some of the productions is off, but it's not my fault. It's the radio man. It's the studio man. I'm not saying the radio. It's the studio man. And I use online. I'm telling you, I sell platinum and they're still in the check.com sending to me. And I just buy using the internet. But remember that not everyone I hear about, I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. Focus on the right words. Focus on where you're going to market. If you're doing gangster rap, you'll focus how you're going to say the words of gangster rap. Understand that? This is what the key to all things, how you're going to say it to the people. And if you got the people, man, you got to just milk it, man. Once you realize you have something going, milk it. If you see people comment to you online, milk it, respond to them. If people like you, respond to them. If someone like your post, respond to them. You need all the likes you can get, bro. You understand? But remember though, you got the underground domes, they're against that. They got the dimensions, they're against that. They got the creatures and the aliens and the dogs and the wolf, they're against that. You understand? This is for the humans and them against them, and so you gotta stay militant and hold firm to get that. But remember though, not everybody wanna hear about I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. And do not put out a lot of online album if you do not have fan base blood. Understand? Figure out to do denominator, and you can also figure out to stay on and don't let they delete you and don't let they take your funding, because remember it's two sides of the music. One they show the people and one they keep for themselves. If you hear this audio, I fight for that. I make deals with them. That side that was supposed to give the people a piece of the internet, I still don't see that happening. But all musicians, I stand. We're supposed to hold a piece of the internet, man. Some of y'all make 5 G's, some of you make 1,000, some of you make 10 G's. On the ground, some of y'all be selling all 1 million records, and you don't realize they're robbing you. Because it's not showing up in your account because someone control the program. But remember, man, not everyone want to hear about I'm a gangster, I'm a killer. Focus on writing records, man. Records.